conversation. That's like as short as our conversations are. But you know, speaking of love, Valentine's Day was last Tuesday. I don't know if you guys are in relationships or single or whatever. But I mean, like, so many people don't like Valentine's Day because they're like, you know, if you really love somebody, you'll love them all days of the year, blah blah blah. It's like no. Like, give couples that day. Valentine's Day is their day. Like, they can have it. You can post all the damn pictures, all the fucking flowers, chocolates, bears, whatever the hell he got you. That's fine. That's your day. And I'll give you a like on Facebook. Like, make it mushy gushy as much as you want. If you post a picture of like some bouquet of flowers at like 12:01 a.m. on February 15th, fuck no, you're an attention whore now. It doesn't matter. It's not love anymore. That's like annoying. It's like, no, you had your day. Couples had their day. The rest of the year is for single people. That's for us. That's for our depressing status. It's not for you. Yeah. But yeah, and like, I don't hate couples. I love couples. There's some really cool couples out there. There's cool people. But whenever I go to events, I always sit by an annoying couple. Like, I'm like a fucking magnet. I don't know what it is. I was at like a show here, like it was a magician or something, and the couple in front of me, this girl would not stop touching her boyfriend. It was like touch his face, touch his arm, blah blah blah, playing with his hair. It's like he couldn't breathe air if she didn't breathe it first. It was like way too fucking. I was like, what the? I was like, I can't even see what's going on behind you because like you're fucking being weird. And then the one time I went to a movie, I went and saw Sing, like the animated one. Pretty good movie. I didn't watch much of it because the people behind me being fucking loud. So there's a couple, this guy and a girl, they had their kids there, being loud as hell. This guy talked to the whole movie, he made comments about everything. He even answered his phone. It wasn't even like him in a movie, like I gotta go. It was like, hey, what's up? Like, no, I'm just in a movie. Like, we're just sitting front row, like whatever, it's cool. I can talk, yeah, I got time. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? And I was like, I'm about to get up and leave, like I don't need this. And I was like, this is so annoying. And I was like, wait, I'm gonna stay, what if it gets good? I was like, what if I can get a joke out of this? I was like, I'm gonna stay, I was like, I can do it. So we're sitting watching the movie, 10 minutes go by, he hasn't said shit. And I'm like, okay, he must have fell asleep or like something. So all of a sudden I hear, he turns to his wife, he goes, hey, psst, psst. And she's like, what? And he's like, you wanna have more kids? I was like, do you think this is the time? We're in a movie theater. I was like, this is the time to ask that question? And I was like, okay, now it just got good. And then she's like, maybe we could have more kids if you stopped acting like one. I was like, damn, it just got great. I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm so glad I stayed. I was like, fuck the movie, this is pretty good back here. I was like, shit, like I'm always by annoying couples, I don't know what it is. But I mean being in a relationship is such a cop-out. Like when you are like dating somebody, you're an item, you're like basically one person now. Like you only have to be as entertaining as like each other, okay? If I go to a party and a couple goes to a party, you know, if like Cindy wants to be quiet in the corner and Ken's like the fun one or whatever, if he's the entertaining one, then they're labeled as a fun couple because one of them is fun. That's bullshit. If I go to a party, I gotta be like two people. I'd be like, yeah, I'm so social. Yeah, and I'm also antisocial. Like, I gotta be just as entertaining as two fucking people. That's not fair. That's some bullshit right there. That is not fair. And then like, okay, but I'm like not in a relationship, but I like have a lot of friends and I take pride in that. But like, there's definitely like steps in a friendship. Monster break. There's definitely like steps that you take in a friendship. The first step, you see somebody in class, you say hi to them. Like, hey, how's it going? And you only say hi in class. You don't fucking talk outside in the hallway. Fuck no. You're not that close yet. You say hi and you're like, oh hey, what's up? Like, see you every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Like, hey. That's the first step. Second step of being friends is you say hi outside of class. You see them at Walmart, you see them at the bars, you're both trash. Like, hey, what's up? You catch up, you're good friends now, you guys talk a lot. The third step, I call it the initial touching barrier. And it's not like sexual or anything like that. It's like the first time you give that person a high five, or like you fist bump them, or like you hug them because you miss them. Like that's the initial touching barrier. Once you get past that, like you're good friends. You're good. Like you can do what you want. This kid and me were talking last year. We like really good at talking. Always shared stories. Really close. He went in for that initial touch barrier. I like told a joke, and as I told the joke, I like turned around. I was like walking away. We're both laughing. He stuck out his arm to like fist bump me. Fucking punched me in the back. He's like, I was like, and I like stood there and then I was like, okay, I don't know what step he's on. And I was like, what are you fucking doing? And I was like, we're like on -1 again. I was like, who the fuck are you? What, just punched me in the back? He's like, I just didn't know what to do. And I was like, you punched me in the back! What are you talking about? It was great. I mean, you guys, the weather's been so nice around here. I'm transitioning real well. It's supposed to snow though. But like people in the Midwest, like we're so good with weather. We really are. Like ice, like snow, whatever. If it's icy as fuck, you never see like Midwest people like miss a step. Like if they're just walking across and their foot just slips, they don't even like nothing changes. They're like, still gotta get to class, 2 minutes. And they like fucking pop their knee out. They're like, I still gotta go. I still gotta go. I love that about Midwest people. They don't give a fuck with the weather. It's like, we just gotta get somewhere. I don't give a fuck. I just lost my shoe. It doesn't matter. Let's go. Ice does not stop them. But one morning I was coming to work. So I was super hungover. I think I was still pretty hammered. Walking to work. And I'm like walking in the street because hit me with a car. I don't care. Walking in the street. And I fucking slipped. But I didn't slip like backward. Like my foot didn't go back. It went forward. And I was like, I fucking slipped. And I'm just standing there, and I just stood up, I was like, fuck you! To like nobody. And I was like, fuck you! And I just kept walking. Like, if you were literally on your porch, like watching me, you'd have been like, what the fuck? I would have been like, fuck you too! Like, I was seriously like, no, it's just, no, never mind, not you. I had to like apologize to all the neighbor houses. I was like, no, sorry, no, I slipped. But yeah, I mean, like, and walking to class is fine. Walking to class is the fucking easy part. Getting up for class is the hardest shit I've ever done. Yes. Okay? Thank you. So like, people are like, okay, class at 8. I'm gonna get up at 7. Gonna shower, look good, do whatever. Set that alarm. You set multiple alarms. 7 o'clock, boom, you're awake. What the fuck? And they're like, okay, still tired. See, I was smart. I knew I could get ready in 55 minutes, so I got 5 minutes to go back to sleep. You're like, okay, I set that alarm. 7:05, boom, you're up. Okay. Don't need to shower. Smell pretty good today. Hair's not that greasy. Sleep a little bit more. Next one, 7:25, you're like, okay, I could probably wear this. Looks fine. Yep, grab shoes, maybe, I don't know. You're like, I'll just sleep some more. Next alarm, boom, you fucking slept through 4 somehow. It's 7:58, you're like, if I just fucking left right now, didn't grab anything, didn't even close the door, and I ran, I could probably fucking make it. And then you're like, okay, but the first class, do I have a test? I haven't been there in like 2 weeks. Maybe we have something going on, I don't know. You're like, fuck it, I'll go back to bed. And then as you're thinking about that, 7:59 hits around, you're like, I'm really fucking not going to class. It's in a minute, I'm not gonna get there. And then you're like, oh, I'll get the next class. Next class like 9:10. You're like, I got it, I'll fucking get there. 9:10, you're like, oh, fuck, still in bed. Fuck shit. You're like, oh, I'll just go back to bed. You wake up at like 5 p.m. and you're like, okay, might as well set the alarms for tomorrow. Like, this day was a bust. That was like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, like all the fucking days. What else? But like, once you actually get to class, being in class is weird because I never feel like I'm engaged in what the fuck we're talking about. I just spilled. If I'm sitting in class, I'm never like, ooh, this is very interesting, or like, what the fuck, I wonder what we're doing, like, when's the test? I'm always like, there's always 2 things going on. Either my brain is like thinking about a million other things that have nothing to do with this. I'm like, who does Donald Trump's hair? I'm like, how old is Jennifer Aniston? I'm like, oh, why the fuck is it called pumpernickel? I have no idea. Or you're just sitting there in class and you're just like staring at the fucking wall. Not thinking about nothing. You're just like, and like drool. And your friend's like, what are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? And like, fucking nothing, man. Like, just looking at the wall, there's nothing to think about. I'm fucking blank up here. Either or, I'm never engaged. I'm never like, oh yes, hand. Yes, I'm participating. No. Teachers are like, you gonna say something? I'm like, pumpernickel? What class this is? Do I have shoes on today? What the fuck? And then you always meet those people. And you're like, what's your major? And they're like, oh, I want to be a teacher. And I was like, fuck, we are so screwed. I'm like, but like, you know these people and you know all the weird shit that they've done and like all the stupid things. And you're like, you can't be a teacher. I know too much. Like, you ain't teaching my fucking kids. They're like, the one girl I know, she doesn't know where left from her right. I was like, what are you fucking gonna teach kids? How to get lost? You don't know where the fuck you're going. Like, what the fuck? There's other people who want to be a nurse. I was like, you can barely tie a bow on a present. You gonna stitch people up? I don't think so. But I always keep in contact with those people. That's the key. You keep in contact with them. You always keep them on your Facebook. So when they actually like do graduate and somehow get a fucking job, you find where they are located and you do not settle down there. I'm not going to fucking like Chicago, Illinois. That's where she's fucking teaching. You ain't touching my kids. No, hell no. That's how it is. But like, say like we're so into social media nowadays, and like when you add people and stuff, you gotta be careful. We're just like Facebooking people, friend requesting them. I'm like, I've never even fucking met you, man. I heard you're a friend of a friend. Yeah, we can be Facebook friends. You gotta be careful when you do that, because you can't just show people who you really are right off the bat. You're gonna fucking freak them out. You can't just be like, yeah, I'm weird, whatever. It's like, no. Gotta be cool, okay? And like Snapchat is like my shit where I just like, true personality right there. It just gets real weird on Snapchat. And like, last year, I don't know what I was doing, I was really bored. So I made up this imaginary person named Richard. And Richard, I like made him up, he's my intern apparently or something like that. I made up a whole company that we fucking work at together. And like, people add me on Snapchat, I'm like, I'm not gonna make jokes about Richard. Like, they're gonna be like, who the fuck is Richard? You know, like, you can't just talk about imaginary people right off the bat. You're like, this fucking girl should be in the loony bin. Like, you can't do that shit. It's like, you always just gotta like, smooth it out, play it cool. But then there's people that know about Richard, who've known about them for a year. They'll fucking Snapchat me like, what the fuck is Richard? Where has he been? What the fuck? And I'm like, what do you he's imaginary, he's not even here. I'm like, oh, he's sitting in the back. I don't fucking know. And then you get some people and they're like, dude, Richard's been drinking with me the past like 4 nights. And I'm like, what do you mean he's been drinking with me? Where the fuck wasn't I invited? I'm a real person, what do you mean? Oh yeah, Richard's been out with us. I was like, what about me? Like, what the fuck? There is no Richard without me. But yeah, you just gotta play it cool. But like, if you like, Snapchat is weird too because there's just so much diversity on Snapchat. If you're looking through your timeline of everyone, first person, they're like blackout drunk, jumping off roofs, eating Oreos out of someone's butt crack. They're just doing weird shit. Next person, they're like date night with the hubby, hashtag goals. And you're like, okay, whatever. Next person, they're like baby's first steps. Like I'm like, what the fuck? In between here and here, people are doing crazy shit. And it's like family. Like you have to find your space in between crazy shit and then like having a baby. Like you gotta be somewhere between that. I have Richard, that's where. I thought that would pretty much the middle, I don't know. That's probably way off in the fucking corner or whatever. But yeah, but I always, and then like, because we use social media so much, I always wonder what it would be like to have like Instagram way the fuck back when like major historical things happened. Like what if we had Instagram when there was like, we landed on the moon. You know what I'm saying? The first picture would be like a selfie of an astronaut on the moon. And it'd be like, started from Earth, now we're here, hashtag no filter. Like, it'd be fucking selfie, you know it would be. And if like, when Thomas Edison like invented the light bulb, electricity, whatever the fuck it was, you know the first picture would be like him like flicking off the camera with like a light bulb in the back, it'd have been like, it's fucking lit, man. You know it would have been. Hashtag fuck bitches get electricity, you know? It would have been crazy shit. I wish we could go back. It's fucking crazy, man, I like it. And like, because everyone talked about pooping, I guess I'll talk about pooping, because why not? We live in a new house this year. We used to live on Elmwood, now we live in a different house. And like, I love the layout, it's good, but like my room's kind of fucking far from the bathroom, I'm not gonna lie. Like this is me coming out of my room, and I come out, and I go this way, and I go this way, and then I'm like hallway, down the stairs, wrap staircase. Now I'm in my living room. We'll go over here, dining room, kitchen, bathroom. Like that takes some time. Like if you gotta take a shit, you better like figure out the timing that's gonna take you, because there's been very close calls. I'm like in my room, I'm like, I gotta take a shit. Okay. Got distracted by something. 10 minutes later, I'm like, I really fucking gotta go. And I have had to time out how long it takes me to get from my room to the bathroom without falling down the stairs, without getting distracted. It's like 8 seconds flat. It's like, I know. I'm like, I know the timing now. And then when I was home, the last time I was home, my mom was talking to me and my brother about like potty training. I don't know how the fuck that comes up. She's talking about it and she's like, you know what, when your brother, we were teaching him how to like take a shit in the toilet. She's like, he would take a poop and then he would go and hide. And we're like, you'd go hide? And she's like, yeah, like, we'd be like, have you seen Nick lately? And they're like, no. And then like someone would walk in the bathroom like, look at this fucking shit. That little shit took this shit. You're like, what the fuck? Where is he? Where is he? And that's how they fucking taught him, man. And, I mean, I guess he's doing fine now. I never see him hiding after he takes a shit, so I guess he grew out. I don't know, but like, the worst shits are like the day after drinking shits. Those are the fucking worst. They're bad. You gotta like air out the bathroom, you know, everyone knows. But, I mean, I love getting drunk with my friends. Me and my roommate did like a 7-day like binge drinking week. We just went out every single night and got trashed. It was crazy, like crazy fucking, we like saved a kid's life. It was fucking crazy. There was like stray cats, we were trying to like save them. It was crazy shit. But the one, my one roommate, Shay, we went out with her and it was like Molly's night or whatever, or like beer and wings at Molly's. And my one roommate's already there. I was like, Shay, I'm going, come with me. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna have to match you for shots. And I was like, I'm like 8 in. And I have like 150 pounds on this girl. And she's like, I'll fucking match you, let's go. She's gonna take him in like 5 minutes. So she starts taking shots. And like, the way she takes shots, she has a mixer and a shot. She goes, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And like takes a sip and then she'll like chug it, mix it, like 3, 2, 1, 3, and then she'll like take the whole thing and she just keeps doing that. And then she goes, not good, not good. And then she'll like, she's pouring another one. And she's like, I have goosebumps, I have goosebumps. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, it's fine, you don't have to get trashed to go out. And she's like, no. And she's like, she finished the fucking bottle. I was like, oh fuck. So we get to the bars, and no surprise. And we get there, and now Shay's hammered, like she's gone. So my other roommate, she has like her hip checked up and she's like holding her on a stool to make sure she doesn't fucking fall. And I walk over and she's trying to text this boy she likes and her fucking eyes are shut. She's like, and I go up and I'm like holding her eye. I'm like, Shay, are you okay? Like, what the fuck are you texting this kid? Like, that's not even a real word. And that's probably an eggplant, whatever the fuck you're putting right there. So then we're like, okay, like she's drunk, like not gonna die drunk, but like we should get her home drunk. So we call our other roommate, Jamie, and we're like, Jamie, come get her, okay? She's like, yeah, no problem. So she's like, I'm in the car, I'm coming. I was like, fuck. I was like, she's gonna puke in the car. Like, we just know it. So I went like full girl mode, and I was like, Shay, I was like, we should go to the bathroom. Like, I think I'm gonna puke. So like, you should come with me. Like, we like puke together. Like, wouldn't that be fun? Like, we just puke together. She's like, oh, I'm gonna puke. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I was like, are you sure? Because like, we could just together. Like, it'd be fun. Like, you know, like it'd be fun. She's like, no, I'm good. And, like, we finally got her home. But like, my roommate was like, she's like, I got her home. And then like, I had to like corral her like a little baby cattle. Like, she's like, no, this is your room. This is your room. And like, she lives on the first floor. Like, thank fucking God, because that would have been a disaster. But yeah, that happened. And then my other friend Kristen, we went to the bar one time, and I was like, let's go to the bar, let's go to Molly's. Everything happens at Molly's. So we go out, and we're like dancing, having a good time, and we're both not drunk, we're just a little tipsy, but like we're sobering up. And she goes, do you want to go get Taco Bell later? I was like, yeah, I drove, like it's cool, like I'll go. And I was like, let's go dance some more though. Five minutes later, she comes up and she's like, do you want to get Taco Bell? And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how did that happen? I was like, what did you drink? And she's like, I don't know. And I was like, I literally think like someone on the dance floor, like, you know those like dart guns that they have to like tranquilize like big game animals? I feel like one like filled one with like alcohol, was like, and, like took her out. And I was like, what? And I was like, well, now we have to go right now because like you're gonna lose it. So I'm like, let's get in the car, go to Taco Bell. We get all the way through the drive-through, and then like we go up to the window to like pay and get your food. And this girl says ramble on about random shit. I'm like, what? Okay, going along with it. We get up to the window, I roll my window down, and she starts yelling. She's like, I'm gonna run away. I'm like, I was like, you're in a car. And she's like, I'm gonna run away though. And then so now I look over, Taco Bell lady's just looking at me, and she's like holding the bag. And she's like, And I was like, shut up. And I was like, no, I've never been accused of kidnapping anybody. But I was like, I was like, no, I was like, I just got her from the bar. And she's like, you got her from the bar? I was like, no, like, I took her to the bar voluntarily, and I got her drunk. No, I didn't get her drunk, the bar got her drunk. But like, she's way more drunk than I am because I'm driving, obviously. And then she's like, okay. I'm like, just give me the fucking burrito. Like, I didn't kidnap her. She's over here like, I'm gonna run away. And I was like, fuck, man. But like, thank God for like childproof locks in cars. Like, it's not, they should be called drunk locks, not fucking childproof. Because like, you ever seen a kid like fall out of a fucking window of a car? No, it's always drunk people like trying to see where we're going next. Like, just sit in the fucking car. And like, people just I mean, I've seen drunk people roll out of a car. I've rolled out of a car twice in one trip. We were going to some festival, and the bridge was going up over on Wisconsin, and they pull the car over because the bridge is going up. And I just opened the door, started puking, and I just rolled out. And they're like, get her back in the car. It's like a minivan. They like whipped open. They're like, get her back in the car. I was like, fuck, man. I was like, where the fuck am I? 10 minutes later, we're like on some back highway, and there's like a really long line to get in this festival. So I fucking just rolled out again into a fucking ditch. And they're like, that's it, you're fucking walking now. And I was like, fine, it's fine. I was like, put the fucking childproof locks on, man. It's not my fault. I was like, really? I was like, they're fucking drunk locks, not childproof locks. That's for damn sure. But I mean, and like, when we're not drinking, we're just like, I'm just working all the time. And like, I work multiple jobs. I've had like 13 or 14 different summer jobs. I like to switch it up and stuff. But I used to be the mascot here, actually, at the university. That's a pretty fucking good job, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of fun, like, it's really fucking sweaty and shit in there, but it's cool. Like, you're just dancing around doing your own shit. And like, it's cool. There's like a couple bad things though. One, like, you can't see more than like 45-degree angles down unless you're like looking at your fucking toes. So you're just out there, you're just like walking around, you just fucking like start kicking, like kick a fucking kid, and you're like, oh fuck. And then you go over like trying to be a nice mascot. Like, I'm gonna be all nice, and all of a sudden I just like stand